آمين وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد, the question for exercise 9, page 35. When we say دخل, oh, 1 second. 1 second, please. أي نعم. عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته وجدي. سوا الحمد لله. طيب, il y a moyen, moi je suis au cours là, mon fils il va te donner le mien. C'est 170. Je sais pas, attends, je vais demander à mon fils. Elle doit être bien, viens à la porte, mon fils il va te donner. C'est bon, 340. Ok, طيب, pas de problème. Nous on a dit Inch'Allah. Assalamu alaikum. Scott, he has 350, so he needs to get 10, right? Check in my qamis. So again, ikhwan, the question is, when we have دخل الطلاب الفصل وجلسوا, دخل الطلاب الفصل وجلسوا. Okay, so the فعل دخل and جلس, we see that دخل has a مفعول به. Here is the فاعل and here is the مفعول به. Alright. However, جلسوا does not have a مفعول به. Why is that? We say that a فعل like دخل is متعدي. متعدي. Shut down here. متعدي. Where is the shutdown? This keyboard here. متعدي, which means that it's a فعل that goes beyond the فاعل. It has an object basically, and has a مفعول به. Alright? So the فعل دخل, it is متعدي, it has مفعول. Whereas جلس, it doesn't. It is what is called a فعل لازم. A فعل لازم, which means that it's a فعل that is limited to its own فاعل. The action is only limited to the one who is doing it. It is not done upon something else. Does that make sense, Tolga? Yeah. Okay. Now to go to the sentence that you pointed out. ضرب الأولاد الحية وقتلوا. Okay. So if we keep it like this, ضرب فعل, الأولاد فاعل, الحية مفعول به, then وقتلوا, قتل فعل, واو الجماعة فاعل, goes back to الأولاد. Now we could say وقتلوا الحية, or we make it a ضمير, وقتلوا. What would that be, Abdul Karim? Fahd.
نعم.
Yeah, Abdul Karim. What ضمير could we put after قتلوا?
قتلوا, the ضمير.
Yeah.
it's يعني وقتلوه.
قتلوه الحية. قتلوها. Correct. All right. So again, here we have our فعل. Here we have our فاعل. And this is our مفعول به, because قتل is of course a فعل متعدي. It is always going to have a مفعول به, even if it's not necessarily mentioned in the sentence, but meaning wise it's always going to have a مفعول به. Is that clear, Tolga?
Yes, جزاكم.
وإياكم. All right. So Bismillah, we go into الدرس السادس. نقرأ. عبد الكريم ابدأ.
نعم. الأم. متى رجعت من المدرسة يا بني؟
يا بني.
يا بني، رجعت قبل نصف ساعة. أين أختك مريم؟ أنا رجعت. لا أدري، أنا ما رأيتها. ماذا قرأت اليوم؟ قرأت اليوم درسا جديدا في الفقه. أفهمته؟
Again?
نعم. أفهمته؟
لا. أفهمته. Yes.
أفهمته؟ نعم فهمته جيدا. أما قرأت القرآن اليوم؟ بلى، قرأت سورة الرحمن وحفظتها. ففرح بي المدرس كثيرا.
لا، فرح بي المدرس.
ففرح بالمدرس.
لا، المدرس فاعل.
B is not حرف.
It is, but you have the ya, that's the اسم مجرور. فرح بي is like فرح بك, but فرح بي is like he was happy with me or by me, because of me.
ففرح بي المدرس كثيرا وقال إنك أحسن طالب في الفصل.
Yeah, and again أحسن.
إنك أحسن طالب في الفصل.
not طالب. أحسن مضاف. طالب مضاف إليه.
أحسن طالب.
لا، مضاف إليه يا عبد الكريم.
طالبا.
لا، طالب مجرور، مضاف إليه مجرور.
طيب، إنك أحسن طالب في الفصل.
Yes, excellent. فهد.
ما شاء الله، زادك الله علما يا بني. أغسلت قمصاني يا أمي؟ نعم غسلتها وكويتها. خذ هذا القميص. هذا القميص. Wait, is it مضاف إليه هذا القميص؟
لا، هذا is مفعول به. القميص بدل. هذا can never be مضاف because it's معرفة intrinsically.
نعم، هذا القميص. هاتي ذاك يا أمي، ذاك أجمل من هذا. تدخل مريم السلام عليكم، كيف حالك يا أمي، وكيف حالك يا أخي، وعليكم السلام، أهلا يا بنتي، متى خرجت من المدرسة؟ خرجت بعد صلاة الظهر.
نعم جيد. نبيل. نبيل.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
الأم، أين زميلاتك آمنة وفاطمة وسعاد؟ مريم، ما رأيتهن بعد الصلاة. الأم، يا بنتي، أخوك حفظ سورة الرحمن.
حفظ
أي سورة؟ حفظ سورة الرحمن.
نعم، مفعول به، سورة الرحمن. نعم.
سورة الرحمن. أي سورة حفظت أنت؟ مريم، أنا حفظت سورة الحديد.
أنا حفظت
سورة الحديد وهي أطول من سورة الرحمن.
نعم.
وكذلك حفظت 16 آية من سورة النبأ.
من
الأم من سورة النبأ.
أحسنت.
الأم، ما شاء الله، إنك طالبة مجتهدة، أنا مسرورة بك. أذهبت إلى مكتبة اليوم؟
إلى المكتبة.
إلى المكتبة اليوم مريم.
نعم. شكرا يا نبيل، الله يحفظك. تولغا.
آمين.
نعم. ذهبت. ماذا قرأت هناك؟ قرأت مجلة من باكستان.
مجلة. طيب إخوان, one quick pause because I don't want you to confuse. There is something called There's something called mujalladun. Mujalladun, that's something different. Majallatun, like we have here in the book, is a magazine, whereas mujalladun, it can mean two things. It can either mean a volume of a book. You know, you have books that are in 2, 5, 10, 50, and even more volumes. Or it can mean a book that's binded, right? Unlike just papers gathered together, or what we would nowadays call a notebook. A mujallad is a proper book that has two covers that are properly binded together. The word originally comes from jilda or jildun, which means skin, and before they used to make the covers of the books with skin. So when they said suhuf mujallada, it means that it's a bunch of pages gathered together, bound together with skin covers. But this one here is majallatan. Continue, Tolga.
قرأت مجلة من باكستان.
تولغا مجلة.
What did I say?
مجلة.
Okay. قرأت مجلة من باكستان اسمها الإسلام. باللغة العربية.
لا، باء حرف جر.
باللغة العربية هي. لا، هي باللغة الإنجليزية.
نعم.
ذهبت إلى المديرة. مدين المديرة
نعم
المدير
نعم
را
إلى المديرة.
إلى المديرة. أوكي. لا هي ما جاءت اليوم.
نعم شكرا يا تولغا. سعد.
الأم لما أظن أنها ذهبت إلى مكة. أشربت الشاي؟ لا ما شربت. الأم للخادمة هاتي الشاي يا ليلى. مريم وهاتي قطعة خبز أيضا يا ليلى أنا جوعان.
نعم جيد. طيب So one second guys. أي نعم أيوة. طيب mon fils n'est pas venu? Ah, y a moyen que tu montes à la porte? Y a moyen que tu montes à la porte de l'appartement? طيب الله يحفظك يا أخي. طيب جزاك الله خير. So, in this particular lecture, we have the ضمائر of مخاطب. For example, they ask ذهبت or ذهبتي and ذهبت. How could we describe these ضمائر? What do they have in common? Saad, any input?
فعل فاعل.
Okay, فعل فاعل. I'm asking you specifically the فاعل. These ضمائر here. تا, T and okay, this is تاء وتأنيث. We have the ضمير مستتر right here.
This is attached pronouns.
Yes, that's right. They are ضمائر متصلة. متصلة. Correct? What else? What else can we say about them? Nabil, any input?
Yes, it's the same letter ta.
Yeah, okay. Anything else?
And the first one is for male.
Yeah.
And the second and third is for females.
Okay. Yeah, correct. Female, but what do they have in common? I'm not asking for differences. I'm asking what do they have in common?
Common thing is that it's past tense.
Okay, they are used with the fi'l ماضي. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's their function?
The function is the third person, isn't it?
Okay, طيب. That's not the function, but they act as a. What you say is correct, but that's not what I'm asking you for right now. So they act as a fa'il for the fi'l ماضي. specifically. Right? They are fa'il for the fi'l madi, so they have to be ضمائر رفع, all of them. ضمائر رفع, and they are, as you said, for the third person. No, for the... Which one? What did you say again, Nabil? What's the last point that you made?
The second person, isn't it?
The second person? No, really. Think well. Relook at... They are all mufrad. Right?
Okay.
Whether it is mukhatab or ghaib. These two here are mukhatab, masculine, feminine of mukhatab, and this one here is ghaib. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have another phenomenon with these, but that's kind of secondary. We see that all of these dama'ir, not all of them actually, these two here, dhahaba ta and dhahaba ti, the ba takes a sukoon. Why is that? Whereas here, dhahabat, it stays fatha. Any idea why that is? Fahad, any input? Fahad, you there?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah, afwan. So I was saying the third one, because the damir muttasil is a sakin letter,
Yes.
the letter before it that has to have a haraka. You cannot have two sakins next to each other.
Right, okay. That is a good approach. If we had a sakin here, then we would have iltiqa'u sakinain. That would not work. But actually, you're kind of reversing the question. We have here a fatha from the get-go. It's just that here the fatha doesn't get taken away because the fi'l is dhahaba. Right? So why do we have dhahaba ta? Why do we get a sukoon here instead of the fatha? And why does the fatha stay here?
Okay, I'm not sure.
Alright? Right. Just as you cannot have two sukoon in a row, you cannot have 4 harakat in a row. This is what is called in Arabic karahiyat tawalli arba'i mutaharrikat. Which means that if we had all of this dha, ha, ba, ta, dhahabata, that is makruh in the Arabic language. So the ba before the damir gets a sukoon because the damir is mutaharrik. Alright? There's going to be an exception to that rule. We shall see that much later. Okay? But that's pretty much it as far as the rule of these dama'ir is concerned. Any question on that?
What was the definition of that rule?
It is karahiyat tawalli arba'i mutaharrikat. So, on this, we have exercise 2. They're asking you to simply answer the questions with whatever. This is not based on the text. Alright, so I want you to write whatever answer. أذهبت إلى المدرسة اليوم؟ نعم ذهبت. And for those who didn't, لا ما ذهبت بسبب الكورونا, etc. Okay. Then exercise 3. أنث الفاعل في كل من الجمل الآتية واضبط الضمائر بالشكل. So you have the مذكر أشربت الشاي يا حامد, you make it مؤنث أشربت الشاي يا سعاد, etc. That is homework. Then number 5, اضبط الضمير بالشكل في كل من الأفعال الواردة في الجمل الآتية. أنا ذهبت إلى المطار, ذهبت إلى المطار. طيب, this one you just read it out properly by making the right ضمير, ta and t and sukun if necessary. Then number 7, أفهمت الدرس يا علي؟ نعم فهمته, لا ما فهمته. أما فهمت الدرس يا علي؟ بلى فهمته, نعم ما فهمته. If you remember, we have done something similar previously when we had أليس كذلك, right? If we say, for example, أنت مدرس أليس كذلك. So if you are a teacher, you don't say نعم, you say بلى أنا مدرس. Because if you say نعم, you're affirming the ليس كذلك. You're affirming the negative. So it means that you're making it negative. Similarly here, you have أما فهمت, you have the negative. You have the negative in the question. Ama here is your negative. Ama فهمت الدرس. If you did understand it, you say bala. Alright? So, what I want you to do in exercise 8 is write the questions for these answers based on what has preceded. Right? أفعلت أو أما فعلت, نعم شربت, etc. Any questions on this?
Could you just say the exercise numbers for the homework again, please?
So that is exercise 3, 4, 5. 5 is only reading out loud. And 8.
Okay, Jazakallah khair.
وياكم. طيب, we shall stop here inshallah ta'ala. I'll try and get your homework corrected for tomorrow. And I wish that you do your homework and send it to me ASAP in order to leave me enough time to correct it before the next class, inshallah ta'ala. Any questions before we stop?
Yeah, quickly.
Yeah.
You know the words, the verbs that end with the ta marbuta, the ta tathnith,
Yeah.
ta'nith.
Yeah.
And if you have a word which is alif lam at the beginning, ma'rifa.
Yeah.
For example, ذهبت الطبيبة.
Yeah.
You would put a kasra on the ta sakin, right?
That's correct.
الطبيبة.
Yeah. ذهبت الطبيبة.
Do you always put a kasra, or can it be sometimes another haraka?
Yeah. If your sakin is the damir tum, ذهبتم or رأيتم. For example, you would say أرأيتم المدرسة. So here it's a dhamma. I'm trying to think of another example. I think there is one other case, but I can't think of it right now.
So it would either be dhamma or kasra, yeah?
Yeah, but vast majority is kasra. Oh, we have min, harfu jar, in this case is fatha. Min al-bayti. Not min al-bayti.
Okay.
Right? But
so it's just have to learn them as they come. There's no
yeah,
rule.
there is no rule. There is no rule. But it's quite simple, honestly.
Yeah.
Naam.
I have a doubt.
Yes, sure.
How we know the fi'l lazim and mutaddi? We need to by heart or?
Yeah. I mean, from the meaning, you have some af'al that are just, you can just see that they are muta'addi, okay? Now, it gets more complicated when you have al-muta'addi bi harfi jar. For example, ذهب حامد, or let's say جلس حامد. Okay, جلس حامد. جلس is a fi'l lazim. However, you can say جلس حامد على الكرسي. So here, على الكرسي, it's something which is clearly linked to the fi'l. Okay, but is this really considered متعدي بحرف الجر? Let's look at another meaning. Yeah, طيب. الإيمان بالله. أنا أؤمن بالله. آمنا بالله. Right? So here we have harful jar ba, which is the harf muta'addi for the fi'l of iman. Amana yu'minu. Alright? What's the ruling for that? You gotta know it. It's as simple or as complicated as that. But it's not very difficult, Saad. You know, it's just as you're learning the verbs, it just comes along.
Inshallah.
Nah. Inshallah ta'ala. Any other questions? Yes, Tolga? Okay. طيب. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. جزاكم الله خيرا إخوان. حفظكم الله. See you next time إن شاء الله.
جزاك الله خير.
وإياكم.